It is Wednesday, 28th day of May 2025. Welcome to the Lord Abwoga TV newspaper review. Straight away we start by the Standard, whereby the main headline reads, RSF weapons trail. I think former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has now been vindicated. Listen in to what Rigathi Gachagua had to say some times back.
There's a rebel movement called RSF. And the leader of that group is called Hemeti, has been the vice president of Sudan. So in 2023, William Ruto called me to his office and told me that diplomatically, a president can only invite a president to visit him, and he has a friend who is a vice president and he cannot invite him. So he wanted me to invite him on his behalf.
I recall you said this.
And he had a letter.
Yes.
I signed that letter, and Hemeti came, and we met, we discussed about Kenya and Sudan, but that was not the purpose of the visit. I took him to the president. Later on, I realized they are doing business. After some time, it became clear to me that the international community had placed international sanctions against Hemeti because of genocide, killing women and children, displacing people, and no other crimes against humanity. So President William Ruto called me again and told me to invite Hemeti again. And I told him, Mr. President, this is a butcher of women and children. And he is using our country, through your friendship, to bring gold from Sudan, clean it in Nairobi, take it to the Middle East, use the funds to buy arms to go and kill people in the Sudan. I told him, Mr. President, I am a father. I am a Christian. Just the way we are killing our children here through abductions, I cannot be party to what is happening in the Sudan, and I cannot invite Hemeti here because he's coming here to clean his gold here, sell it in the Middle East, buy arms, go and kill children. I said, I will not. He said, you must. You are my deputy. This guy is my friend. We are doing biashara. Do you know by him not coming here what I'm going to lose? I said, Mr. President, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to invite that man here. So you invite him yourself or do whatever you want. He said, wewe Rigathi umekuwa mjeuri. I am instructing you to sign a letter here to invite a vice president of a country. You say you cannot. I said, I will not. This man has international sanctions against him. This is a man who is butchering women and children, Mr. President. I'm a Christian. I'm a father. I will not do it. I went. Later on, I learned my signature was forged to invite him. I went, I faced the president. I told him, if this man lands in this country on an invitation purportedly signed by me, I would disown him. So the visit was stood down. And then he told me, well, Taniona, I am tired of you. You are a very difficult character. You are the worst mistake I have made in my 35 years of politics. I regret having nominated you as my deputy. You are a very difficult character. I am president. I'm telling you to do, and you say you are blackmailing me that you are going to disown the letter. I refused. I want to say this. For the deaths occurring in the Sudan, the real commander of RSF is not Hemeti, it's William Ruto, because for a movement to succeed, it needs money. The money from gold is being cleaned through Kenya to buy arms to go and kill women and children.
And you know my next question would be to substantiate these claims.
But I'm saying this guy was here, his movement was here the other day.
That's in the public
Listen, domain. No, I'm asking you. This man has international sanctions against him for genocide.
True.
He has been given a safe haven in Nairobi. He was here forming a government in KICC. That cannot happen without William Ruto. And I want to tell the international community.
But the claims of doing business...
No, everybody knows that he is selling gold through Nairobi. You may pretend not to know, or
No,
you
no,
may.
no.
You
I'm
may
not pretending. Don't shoot the messenger here.
Everybody knows.
I'm just,
No,
I'm just trying to find out.
Everybody
You've made claims that the president is doing business.
Everybody knows that why William Ruto is having relations with Hemedi through Nairobi is for the gold business. And the gold business, the proceeds are buying arms to butcher children and women. And I want to ask the international community, I want to say I'm available to give evidence, and I want to tell the international community, it is pointless to levy sanctions against Hemedi. The person you need to levy sanctions against is William Ruto. And this thing of Sudan will be sorted out, because if there are sanctions against William Ruto, he'll stop entertaining Hemedi. Gold will stop being processed in Nairobi. There will be no money to buy arms to go and kill children and women.
It is now coming out clearly that President William Samoei Ruto is directly involved in financing RSF. This is what the Standard writes. UN report links Kenya to Sudan RSF army supply using JKIA for logistics. Despite being branded as humanitarian missions, dozens of flights ferrying arms, drones and ammunition to Sudan's battlefield have passed through Kenyan airspace, according to experts. The US has sanctioned RSF commander Hemedi, currently hosted by Kenya, accusing his militia of orchestrating ethnic massacres, mass rapes, and other atrocities. A deadly strike on May 3rd exposed the operation when Turkish drones supporting Sudan's military army destroyed a cargo plane at Nyala Airport. There we see a picture of President William Samoei Ruto and RSF leader Hemedi. It is quite unfortunate that President William Samoei Ruto is involving our country, Kenya, into such dangerous criminal activities. It's high time now we start believing what Rigathi Gachagua always tells us, because almost each and everything that he has told us, the negative thing that President William Samoei Ruto always does unto the Republic of Kenya has come to pass. Now what is this? Our nation Kenya, that initially has been believed to be the beacon of peace, now hosting militants. Now I just have a brief and a direct question to President William Samoei Ruto. How would you feel if Uganda hosted Mungiki that is destabilizing your country? How will you feel? That is an unfortunate state of affairs, that President William Samoei Ruto can host a militia here in Nairobi, provided with government security from Kenya, comfortably orchestrating massacre in Sudan while in Nairobi. That is an unfortunate state of affairs, and I think it is high time the UN also label the same sanctions to President William Samoei Ruto so that he can leave these shenanigans to go. That is an unfortunate state of affairs. Straight away we move on to the Daily Nation, whereby the main headline reads, "Patients abandoned." The Daily Nation continues and writes, "Expectant mothers cannot access safe delivery services. Children with life-threatening conditions are being turned away, and other patients with chronic diseases are missing critical treatment as the standoff between striking doctors and counties take a deadly turn." Like yesterday, I saw a video whereby in Gatundu, whereby a father was holding her dead daughter. Watch this video. We see this father had taken the kid to hospital, but unfortunately he was turned away. He was told to go to Thika. When he went to Thika, he was again referred back to Gatundu. Unfortunately, the kid passed away. How painful is this? That it is only a thing that Council of Governors and the health ministry can sit down and sort out the mess. How is the president again telling the people of Kenya to register into SHA, whereby the very medical services are not in hospitals? Now, what is the essence of registering into the health insurance funds when medical officers are not there? That is an unfortunate state of affairs. It is a very, very, very saddening state of affairs. Like here, the Daily Nation writes, 8,571 medics the government hired in 2020 to help contain the COVID-19 pandemic have been on the streets for 6 weeks now, demanding better employment terms. The strike by universal health coverage workers, who include clinical officers, nurses, and pharmacists, have disrupted operations in hospitals nationwide. The majority who depend on the public health system are bearing the brunt of the dangerous stalemate as hospital prematurely discharge patients. While the situation was already dire, the crisis is now snowballing, a national catastrophe, as doctors in various counties have now joined the strike with numerous grievances, including salary delays and pushing schedules because of shortage of personnel. That is an unfortunate state of affairs. And health is a basic issue that the Kenya Kwanza-led administration is supposed to cater for. And President William Samoei Ruto has, in one way or another, destabilized the health system in our nation, Kenya. He has just tried to introduce things that are not working. He has introduced things that are not working for the benefit of a common Kenyan. Now, if clinical officers are on strike, nurses are on strike, doctors are on strike, now how is the healthcare system going to run? How are people going to survive who are not in a position to pay for private healthcare system? That is an unfortunate state of affairs. And I think it is high time President William Samoei Ruto and his Health Cabinet Secretary Adan Duale look for a long-lasting solution so that our doctors can get back to work, because the Kenyan people are suffering. Again, another headline, we see Ruto one-term song, police now punish Samido. The Daily Nation goes ahead and writes, what started as a moment of fun for Mugithi maestro Samuel Muchoki, popularly known as Samido, has quickly escalated into disciplinary proceedings with his police job on the line. A recent performance at a club has upset police chiefs. Samido. I'm told Samido has now been transferred to the anti-stock theft unit. And I think the anti-stock theft unit is based in Nakuru. But hiyo ni maneno ya siasa tu. You know, Samido is a police officer. But I think the best way Samido should just do is resign from the police work so that you can seriously get into music. Because at the end of the day, you just but a police constable. Sidhani kama that police job is seriously sustaining you. Unajua umejishikilia tu hapo for maneno ya pension. But I don't think if the police job is, according to you, is that thing that you can seriously hold on. It is high time you just quit and keep on improving your music career. I think up to that, we don't have much onto our newspaper review. For these and many more, subscribe onto our YouTube channel. Remember to press the notification bell so that when you come up with this interesting political and governance content, YouTube will automatically notify you. Till next time, goodbye.